Welcome back to Homesteading with the Heberts, Garage Edition. Today we're going to go ahead and replace the purge valve solenoid in a 2004 Chevy Silverado. So let's get to it. Alright guys, so what you're going to need for this is you're going to need a 10mm socket. You need a 10mm socket. If you have a deep socket, that would be best. I don't have one, so I'm going to use the one on the handle. And I'm also going to use a 10mm wrench. And obviously you need the purge valve. Now, the purge valve solenoid is going to be located right here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's right there. Now, just to make this a little bit easier, I'm going to go ahead and take the airbox off and just move that aside. I don't think you would need to do this. If you want to work around it, you can. But I'm going to go ahead and take it off. All you need to do for that is just undo this nut here. Pull it off. Just lift it straight up, it'll come off. There's a little hose right here, you can just pull that off. Just like that, and then you can move the whole airbox out of the way. Just like that. And now you can see I can get to things a lot easier. Alright, so now we're just going to position you guys somewhere where you can see well. Alright, so we're just going to move this. And again, that's just going to be to make it easier to see what we're doing. Now, again, this is the purge valve. Right here, we're going to lift this red tab. Just connect the power to it. Move all the wires out of the way. Next thing I'm going to do is we're going to take this hose off. There's this white clip right here. All you've got to do, push that in with your thumb and just pull the hose off. And that's off. So there's one nut here and one nut here. We're going to go ahead and remove those. Alright, we're able to take that out. It's a little bit tighter than I thought it would be. There we go, it just broke, so, well, it didn't break, but it gave me the ability to loose enough. I should be able to get it with the screwdriver. It's just easier to reach down in there with it. Alright, so that's off. Now I'm just going to pull this bracket off of it, and there's another nut underneath. And this is not going to work out. try this. I'm going to position this one back in just to keep it from moving. There we go, we got it out. Got both of them out. Now all we got to do is just pull it straight up. Grab the new one. Before I put it in there, I'm just going to clean this area up. There we go, nice and clean. And then we're just going to take it and push it right into place. Make sure it seats. There we go. We're going to pull this little orange thing off, just like that. I'm going to go ahead and put the bolts back in. Alright guys, to make this go on a little bit easier, I went and got a 7/16 deep socket. It's close enough that I can at least screw this down with it. So I'm going to use it just to speed the process up. But it's not going to be good enough to tighten it down because once it gets snug, it's just going to slip. So before I strip it, I'm going to go ahead and pull that off. And now I'm just going to finish it off with the wrench. But at least I got it most of the way there, that I shouldn't have to fight with this thing forever now, like I had to on the way off. Well, yeah, it's already snugging up. That's good. And I'm going to try and snug it one more time and just make sure it's good. Yep, that's nice and snug. So now we're going to take that bracket, slide this bracket right over top again, put the nut back on, snug that down. Now we're just going to tighten that down. Alright, that's good. And now we're going to tighten this one up. Actually, I think I already did that, right? We'll just make sure it's nice and tight now. Alright, so now that we got everything tightened back up, let's go ahead and put this hose back on. Just going to take it, slide it on, push that in, push it on, make sure it's locked on, so that's good. And go ahead and take the power cable, slide that back on. Put that back on. There we go. I'm going to put the airbox back on. The airbox, we just got to line it back up. Right there. Make sure it's good. Put this back in. So that's all good. Now we just got to reconnect that. Alright guys, so we got the purge valve solenoid back in the truck. Everything's good. We did the replacement. Job's not done yet. Why is it not done? Tools aren't put away. So let's get the tools put away. Kept putting my tools back up here, so we're going to clean that off, make sure that's all clear. Alright guys, so we put the tools away. Close up the box. And we'll put that in the storage unit. And we'll call it good. Guys, tools are all put away. We can shut the hood. Call it good. Alright guys, thanks for coming along. Remember to click that subscribe button. And we'll see you later at Homesteading with the Heberts. Bye.